Tom McKee, in a tremendous display of broad knowledge and good luck, he has amassed in cash and prizes $158,450, making him the highest money winner ever on Tic-Tac-Toe. How much longer will his winning streak continue? We'll find out in a moment as, from Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much, Bob Wilson. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you. Hey. Nice. That was very nice. I feel like dropping right down to my knees. They didn't want to quit. You want to start again? No. Because we want to get started on this game with this big winner, and he's a good-looking guy. Here he is.
Our current champion is our highest money winner ever on Tic-Tac-Toe. His winnings total in cash and prizes, $158,450. Meet naval pilot, Lieutenant Tom McKee.
Good luck.
His opponent is a waiter at an exclusive Hollywood restaurant, and he'll soon be listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. Meet Tom McWoyd.
Senator Bob, good luck. Yeah, a nice round of applause for two excellent Tic-Tac-Toe players. You're going to be listed in the Book of Records, I understand. For what, little Tom?
Well, I'm the American record holder for the 10-kilometer waiters race.
Waiters race?
Yeah.
What's that? What is a waiters race?
Well, we run 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles.
Yeah.
In waiter's attire, bow tie, white gloves, carry a tray with an open bottle of mineral water, and run with it.
You ran with 6 bottles of water on a tray?
No, you've got that wrong. 6.2 miles, 1 bottle of water. You can't change hands with the tray, and you can't spill a drop of water or you're disqualified.
What's your record-setting time?
49 minutes flat.
That's a pretty impressive record, isn't it, folks? Huh? Very good. But when it comes to an all-time record holder on Tic-Tac-Toe, you got to turn and look to the gentleman on your right. Now, I call him Little Tom. This is Little Tom. That'll be Big Tom. We play the game because it's the first time I think we've had 2 Toms on the show at the same time. Current champion so far has defeated 20 opponents. You've won 4 cars. You've won a total in cash and prizes of $158,450 to become Tic-Tac-Toe's all-time winner. How does it feel?
I don't know yet, and I'll find out.
You mentioned you have a plan to use a good deal of the winnings to buy a house. Have you decided where yet?
Well, it's kind of up in the air right now. The Navy still has a chance of either keeping us in San Diego or sending us back to Virginia Beach, Virginia. So I'll make up my mind when they do.
I'm sure you're both very anxious to get this game settled. Am I right?
Definitely.
Ready.
Well, let's do it. Here we go.
Yep. Indeed.
Now, last show, you tied one time. You were in the middle of the second game when time ran out, and these were the categories that we were dealing with. Our questions were built around comic strips, male singers, spelling, big and little, ships, television stars, tennis, poetry, and the South. And this is what the board looked like. 1-0 in the center of the board belonging to Little Tom McCoy. The pot is now worth $3,100. We shuffle, and we are then underway. Of course, our champion, Tom McKee, goes first. Lieutenant, if you will, sir.
Wink, why don't we try comic strips in the lower left?
Comic strips. The question is this. In this comic strip by Mel Lazarus, the title character is a teacher whose students at the Kelly School include Arthur, Ira, and Marcia. Name this strip.
Miss Peach.
Yes, that's right. Put an X there. Miss Peach, the strip. We moved the categories around, and now we have in the pot $3,300. Little Tom.
I will take the South in the lower right-hand corner.
All right, the South is the subject. Tom, this song, which General Pickett played at Gettysburg, has long been identified with the South. Now, according to its lyrics, the singer wishes he was in the land of cotton. Name the song.
Dixie.
Yes, that's right. Put an O there. Another $200 in the pot as we shuffle. Moving the categories around, we now are playing for $3,500. Big Tom.
Wink, I missed it last time, but I got to go with ships in the upper left for the block.
Navy man misses a question on ships. You're going for a block, Tom. Answer this, and you'll block Little Tom. The whaling ship, the Pequod, appears in a very famous novel, first published in 1851. For a block, name this novel.
Moby Dick.
Yes, that's good for a block. Put an X there. Another $200 in the pot. Let's shuffle again. $3,700 we're playing for.
Well, it treated me well last time, Wink, so I'll take Big and Little again.
All right, this time, Little Tom trying to block Big Tom. And here's the question on Big and Little. When the popular Our Gang comedy movies of the 30s and 40s were shown on television, the gang was often given another name for a block. What was that name?
Little Rascals.
Yes, good for another block on the board. Put an O there. $200 more in the pot. 4 boxes left to play with. Let's shuffle. Big Tom.
Got to go with male singers, Wink, in the right middle of the block.
All right, for a block. Tom, in the early days of rock and roll, this male singer recorded such songs as Splish Splash and Dream Lover. He's best known for his million-selling hit, Mac the Knife. For a block, name him.
James Darren.
No, Bobby Darin. Had you just said Darren, you would have had it. But you said James Darren rather than just Darren.
Yep.
So, we still have in the pot $3,900. At this critical moment, we will be back. Don't go away. Our champions defeats 5 opponents. He wins a special prize, and it is really special. Bob, tell us about it.
It's a brand new car. Buick Century 4-door sedan, the mid-size personal luxury car with a spacious, comfortable interior and classic exterior. The Century 4-door sedan by Buick. In addition, great reflections gives your car the 20/20 shine, a shine so deep down clear it's a perfect vision. Great reflections from DuPont. Now, once again, back to you, Wink.
Thank you very much. When you see this many Toms in front of you, it's rather natural that I call Bob Hilton Tom, too. All right, players. We now have 4 boxes left on the board. The categories in them will decide the outcome of this game between the two of you. Let's shuffle. In the pot, $3,900. Little Tom.
Well, it's a natural for Big Tom, but I've got to take ships to block.
If you answer the question that I'm about to ask on the subject of ships, Tom, you will win $4,100, and you will become our new champion on Tic-Tac-Toe. Here's the question. In 1790, the first ship of United States registry sailed around the world. This famous vessel was fondly nicknamed the Gem of the Ocean. For Tic-Tac-Toe, the championship and $4,100, name it.
The Constitution?
No, that is not right. The ship is the Columbia. Big Tom, saved. Did you know the answer to that time?
Columbia, that's a song, isn't it? Columbia,
yeah, remember
the Gem of the Ocean?
Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean. Oh, boy. Oh, well. I would never win any prizes singing either. All right. Geez. Still, in the pot, we have $3,900 playing with. We still have those 4 boxes left as we shuffle and turn to Big Tom. Ships, tennis, comic strips, and TV stars.
Wink, I'll try it again. It's got to be comic strips.
Comic strips for a block. Big Tom, answer this, you'll block Little Tom. Cartoonist George Gately created this tough comic strip animal named Heathcliff. For a block, what kind of animal is Heathcliff?
My favorite, a cat.
Yes, a tomcat. Good for a block. So another X goes on the board, another $200 goes in the pot, and we're playing now with $4,100. There are 3 boxes left. The categories that show up can decide who wins and who loses. Let's shuffle. Little Tom.
I'll take spelling in the bottom center.
Spelling, bottom center. Question. An English teacher might criticize your spelling of the word criticize. Spell criticize.
C-R-I-T-I-C-I-Z-E.
Yes, that's right. And that's good for an O in the bottom center. Another $200 added to the pot. We're now up to $4,300 in the pot. 2 boxes are left. Let's take a look at the board. Big and Little and television stars. Big Tom, what's it going to be?
I got to go with Big and Little for the block.
Top center for a block. Answer this, Tom, on Big and Little, and you will indeed block him. The comic strip Little Abner was set in a backward mountain community that was known as the most useless place in the U.S.
That's of A, Wink.
Yeah, let me read that again because I misread it. The comic strip Little Abner was set in a backward mountain community that was known as the most useless place in the U.S. of A. For a block, name this community.
Dog Patch.
Right. Good for a block as we put another X on the board and another $200 goes into the pot. I don't know who's more nervous around here, me or those guys over there. One box is left. The category that appears in it will decide if we have a tie game. Let's shuffle and see what it is. Spelling. $4,500 in the pot. Tom, if you answer this correctly, we'll have the second tie between you two, and here is the question. In English grammar, two words are often separated by a hyphen. For a tie game, I want you to spell the word hyphen.
H-Y-P-H-E-N.
Yes, for a tie game. Well, I know it goes after a tie. Another $200 in the pot. Wow. I don't know when we've had that much electricity, literally that much electricity in the air around here on Tic-Tac-Toe. $4,700 in the pot. We're now going to show you 9 new categories, and the pot will continue to grow from that figure with every correct answer. Here are the new subjects. Disney, Bills and Billies, one-word names, Finish the List, The Stage, Famous Blondes, Maps of States, Chemistry, and Quotes. $4,700 as we begin.
Wink, I normally go with that center box, but that's too tough. I'm going to go with Maps of States in the lower left.
Maps of States. Here's the question. Tom, first take a look at this map of the United States. This state is nicknamed the Magnolia State, but its official name is that of a mighty river. Name it.
Mississippi.
Yes, that's correct. Good for the first X on the board. Put an X there and let's shuffle. $4,900 in the pot. Little Tom.
I think I'll go with the center square, Wink, for Famous Blondes.
All right, it's worth $300 to the pot, as you know, Tom. A little harder would give you a little extra time for your answer. Here it is. This British director cast blonde actress Tippi Hedren in the films The Birds and Marnie. He also featured another blonde actress in his films Rear Window and To Catch a Thief. First, I want you to name the famous director and then name the blonde star of Rear Window and To Catch a Thief. Here's your extra time. Tom, name the famous director we have in mind.
Alfred Hitchcock.
That's right. Name the blonde star of Rear Window and To Catch a Thief.
Grace Kelly.
Right, good for the center box. Put it over there, 300 more in the pot. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you, Bob. $5,200 in the pot, 1 X on the board for Tom, and 1 O in the center for Little Tom. Let's shuffle, and we'll be back to you. Lieutenant.
Oh, boy, nothing I like extremely well, but I'll go with, let's try Maps of States in the lower center.
Again, in the category Maps of States. Big Tom, take a look at this map of the United States. It is the largest New England state, the easternmost state, and its total coastline is over 3,000 miles long. Name this state.
Maine.
Yes, that's correct. Another X on the board, bottom center. 200 in the pot, let's shuffle. Moving the categories, we move back to Little Tom.
Famous Blondes again to block.
For a block, Famous Blondes. Tom, blonde folk singer Mary Travers was the only female member of this famous singing trio, which recorded such hits as Puff the Magic Dragon and Blowin' in the Wind. For a block, name the singing trio.
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yes, that's correct. Good for a block. Put it over there. Another $200 in the pot as we shuffle the categories around again. After what happened to Big Tom a while ago in that last game on Bobby Darin, he was going to be careful. He said Peter, Paul, and Mary. All right, Tom.
Wink, I got to go with one-word names in the top left for the block.
It is. One-word names. Big Tom, the television series Star Trek featured a first officer who was half human and half Vulcan. He was known by a one-word name. For a block, what was it?
We got a guy in the squadron like that, Spock.
Yes, that's correct. Spock. Good for a diagonal block. Put an X there. Another 200 in the pot. 4 boxes left on the board as we shuffle them. Select.
I'll take Bills and Billies on the far right center.
Bills and Billies. All right. Here is the question, Little Tom. This jockey has won more races than any other man and won the Kentucky Derby 3 times. Name this Willie.
Willie Shoemaker.
Yes, that's right. So we put an O in the box, Bills and Billies. And another $200 in the pot. We are now playing for $6,000 in cash. 3 boxes are left. The categories showing up will decide what happens to you in this game. Let's shuffle. Select.
Wink, he's forced me into it. I got to go with quotes for the win.
If you answer this question correctly on quotes, you will win $6,200 in cash, Big Tom. Added to your prior winnings, your grand total on tic-tac-toe would then amount to $164,650. Here's the question. In this famous book by George Orwell, the characters are reminded that they are under constant surveillance by the phrase, "Big Brother is watching you." For tic-tac-toe and $164,650, name the book.
1984.
Yes, for tic-tac-toe! Tom, it was rather ironic. You said he has forced you into that move. And, of course, I'm not sure that little Tom, well, I am sure. He didn't mean to force you into that move. Congratulations, Big Tom. You now have $164,650 in cash and merchandise. You continue as our champion, but barely by a hair in that last game. Congratulations. Little Tom.
Shows anything can happen.
It really does. Sometimes you get so close to this board and so close to the game, you completely missed seeing that category over there for a block, didn't you?
Sure did. It wasn't even one of my favorite categories. Just one of those things. You're all hyped up and it can happen.
Well, you came so close to winning that last game, and of course you lost it, but you still have, for playing those two ties, $250 a game, and that gives you a total of $500, a far cry from what it could have been. But our congratulations, and thank you for giving us some excellent games of tic-tac-toe. Tom McCoy. All right, Big Tom, if you're ready, let's go play the Dragon. Oh, boy. Now, we got to hurry along here. Behind these numbers, the various amounts of money, and, of course, the ever-present Dragon. All you have to do is reach $1,000 or more, and you win a prize package. Now, our next package will provide you with the pleasures of sight and sound, and here's Bob Hilton to tell you all about it. Listen.
Well, first, Tom, you can enjoy the sights on your new color television. Quasar's trim, contemporary-looking 19-inch color TV with a new Dynabright 2-in-line picture tube. Sharpness and tone controls, an automatic color control system furnished by Quasar. Next, the sky's the limit when you set your sights on the stars with your new high-powered telescope. Costco telescope on sliding tripod zooms from 20 to 40 power, affords wide 87.5-foot field of view, or scans the horizon with 4-power finder scope from Tosco Sales Incorporated. And you'll be able to capture your favorite sights and sounds with your own sound movie camera. It's the real-life Yashica movie system. This electronic 50XL sound movie camera features an automatic zoom micro lens. You'll like its versatility and ease of handling, furnished by Yashica. And finally, Tom, you'll want to take your camera with you to capture the sights and sounds on your trip to the jazzy city of New Orleans. Louisiana's landmark of Mardi Gras and other festivals. Dance to the beat of Dixieland jazz in the land of its origin. Sightsee the many historical landmarks, and you enjoy an atmosphere of nostalgic Spanish and French charm. While there, you'll stay at New Orleans Marriott Hotel, the biggest hotel in the South, in the historic French Quarter, too. Jazz, 4 outstanding restaurants, Southern hospitality, all furnished by Marriott Hotels. This sights and sound package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,400.
Remember, avoid the Dragon and you lose everything. Get the Tick and the Tack, you automatically get the dough. Let's cover them up, move them all around, and no doubt you're going out to Jenny for your picks, right?
Sure, Wink.
She has been so lucky and so good, she's good for you, period, right?
That's right.
All right, Jenny, select.
She wants 4.
Number 4, double 2. In the center on the left side, what do we have? $250. All right, Jenny, what do you like next?
I want to go to Bill Durbin, my friend Bill Durbin.
Bill Durbin, he wants to go to Bill Durbin, Jenny. What do you say, Bill? Which one?
5.
Number 5 in the center, next door to the lucky 2. What's behind number 5 to add to $250? What do we have? The Dragon. You stay away from Bill Durbin from now on.
That's it for Bill.
Stay with Jenny. Jenny, what number would you have selected had you picked that number? What were you going to say? You were going to go with number 7. All right, let's look at the rest of the board. What was behind number 7? If you'd picked that one, you would have received $400 to go with $250. That would have put you mighty close. However, You can't cry, can you?
No, I'm not crying.
No cry over spilt milk for this guy because he has in cash and prizes, I remind all of you, $164,650, and his record keeps growing. We'll be back in just a moment. I was just saying to Tom during that show a while ago when he came that close to getting beat. Why, I was beginning to form in my mind a goodbye speech. But you won, and that's what the name of the game is. Tic-tac-toe, you got it. $164,650 in cash and merchandise. How do you feel?
Same, it hadn't changed. I'm still on cloud 9.
We'll see you on the next show.
Okay,
Please, ladies and gentlemen, be back to see how this man can continue. We'll be back. We hope you will, too.
Something new has come to GSN. You can't see it, but if you listen, you will hear it.
Oh, my God. Oh, incredible.
Listen, play, win. Only at gsn.com/radio. Play by ear.
He is still our current champion. His winnings in cash and prizes total $164,650, the highest ever on TikTok.